The following views are strictly the views of J-Hebert and do not represent the views of everyone that is a part of FTW Productions or works with FTW Productions.
Straight from J-Hebert Studios, James covers the good, the bad, and the ugly, and gives his perspective on things. Now here is your host, J-Hebert.
OBS. Fuck them. I was live earlier and then it completely booted me off the fucking air. I don't know what happened. My fucking connection died a death because Xfinity Wi-Fi is just so great. That bodes well for today's fucking afternoon. Christ. You guys are gonna have to fucking bear with me now. I have to fucking make the announcement that I'm live again to everybody that was watching me before. Which is only all of 2 people, but still, I know what group chat it is. Like, I'm fucking pissed. Fuck OBS. What the fuck? I actually cannot. I'm hoping this doesn't do that again, because I just promoted 4 group chats now. I'm gonna hope that God doesn't fuck me over again and allows me to fucking be on the air still. But I'm not counting on it. That was fucking absurd. Anyway. I heard it from the horse's mouth now. Originally I reported it on Open Mic Night last night as Dirt Sheets. But Vince is back as chairman of the board officially now. It's not a rumor anymore. It's official. He's back. Under what capacity, I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't care. We're going to get into it now. I was originally somber. I was originally not going to be pissed off. But now I'm just pissed the fuck off. So, you know, thanks OBS. Really fucking appreciate you, by the way. So let's just get this fucking over with so I can hear what the fuck he had to say and hopefully not get booted off the air! Rest in peace, headphone users.
Many doubted we would ever see this day, that you would ever be willing to sell a controlling stake in your company. Right. You are the WWE, and the WWE is you. So why?
It's the right time. It's the right time to do the right thing. And it's the next evolution of WWE. I could probably do what Ari is right now with UFC. It'd take me 10 years. You know, by the time I would grab those 10 years, you'd be 10 years ahead again. So it's like, it makes all the sense in the world for all these synergies that we have, you know, to extract all of the value we can out of the marketplace.
The deal values UFC, you mentioned some numbers, $12 billion and WWE at $9.3 billion. That's a big number. Well, here's WWE's market cap is 6.5.
Here's what I would say to you. Exactly why we did this, because I think we weren't getting the pure value. I don't think the WWE was getting the pure value. Combined, it's rarefied air, the two of us. And I think the analysts will be able to do it. It's good for the shareholders of WWE. And
quickly, Zero, what where did you DM me? Where did you DM me specifically, so I know? Because I want to actually see. I want to make sure I have everything that you originally sent me in the last chat we were in.
For the shareholders of Endeavor. And then when you look back, I don't believe that the Endeavor shareholders were getting pure play for the rest of the asset that we had. And I think for the first time, you now have the ability to do that in both situations. And that's a win-win, which is what Vince and I have always talked about.
When I throw those kind of numbers out to you, I mean, the word on the street was that you wanted $9 billion. This values the WWE at 9.3.
Right.
So despite everything that's happened,
I'm a visionary.
well, you hit the number.
No. Yes, deservedly so.
But here's what I would also say to you. We paid a fair price, and I'll tell you why. We paid a little bit for control premium.
I made sure to get it from the old
with
shop
our
before I
cost
went back
cuts,
to being
with
live.
their new deals coming up, which is right now, and our cost savings that we think we can extract from the business right now and grow the business with all of our levers, whether it be international sales, domestic, sponsorship, gambling, all the things that we do. I think it's right. I would also say to you is, when I bought IMG, everybody said I overpaid. It was actually one of the cheapest deals in sports. For sure, when I bought the UFC, everybody was like at $4.2 billion. They were like crazy. We've tripled the EBITDA in that period of time. And now with this is going to be UFC 2.0 as it relates to all the things in the flywheel that we can bring to them. And we have unbelievably attractive
I'm sure
economics.
It's not actually going to be UFC 2.0, but that sticks in my craw. Because UFC as it is right now is fucking awful. I mean, as a business, it's run so inhumanely, and it's been complained about for I don't even know how long. The last couple of years, ever since the Reebok deal, really, before they left Fox. Yeah, that doesn't bode well at all, does it? Fuck, that doesn't bode well. All right. No, don't you dare do this again. I swear to God, stay on the fucking air. I will open the fucking door and make sure the goddamn Wi-Fi router's in my goddamn room if you keep this shit up. Seriously, I'm fucking had it.
The balance sheet's incredible. Our debt ratio is less than 3 times. Our free cash flow conversion is unbelievable. So I think when people look at this business on a combined basis and also look at the remaining assets, for both shareholders, it's incredible.
That tells me that Cody ain't winning the world title tonight at all. He's not winning either title at all tonight. Do we know if Triple H still has creative control? Can anybody confirm that with me in the chat? I'm just curious, because I know I got 3 viewers in the chat, so I'm hoping somebody can confirm that with me. Somehow I doubt it. Somehow I doubt it. Is this the same interview, Zero? It has more info. Where does that info start? 258? Because this looks like it's the same interview.
I would have body slammed him if he thought he was going to leave. Because as I said to you before, here's a man who has seen around the corners at every beat over the last 40 years of this business and has a vision for where this business, way before a lot of people see it. Him now being able to utilize what we have built in our flywheel, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Because I got Vince McMahon, a visionary that sees around corners. I got Dana White and what we've built. That's pretty unstoppable.
So you wanted him to stay?
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God.
Did he have to convince you to stay?
Not that much.
Would you have been
I
content?
love what I do. I've loved building WWE all my life. It's my passion. And to have an opportunity to have it grow like this in an exponential standpoint is like, can't beat better than that.
It's an interesting plot twist because not a lot of people saw this coming. In fact, your own CEO, Nick Khan, told our JHebert just back in February, quote, Vince has declared to the board, to me, to other upper management, he is 100% open to a transaction where he's not included in the company moving forward.
Sure.
You were ready to walk away?
Absolutely.
I wasn't going to let him. And let me see, we have a relationship for 23 years.
Okay, so I have you to fucking blame, Ari, for fucking making that decision last night. So I know who is officially to blame now. Michael PSAs is just a puppet in this bullshit. That told me all I needed to know. Nobody needs to confirm a fucking thing to me anymore. Nobody needs to even confirm. They said it with their own mouth.
There's a trust, there's a friendship. When you're going into business and going forward, I think that's important. I'm glad he chose us because it was a very competitive situation. But for us, it's an honor. And also, we're so lucky because of his vision about where the business is and where it's going.
What happens if you guys disagree? Executive Chairman McMahon says, I think we should be doing this. CEO Emmanuel says, no, I think we should be doing this, and this is my show. What happens?
Well, what happens there is we have a little contest in the ring.
Some people are going to say he's not joking.
All right, okay. I'll outweigh Ari by 100 pounds. So I think that's the answer.
But seriously, what happens if you guys disagree?
Here's what we said, right? And I said it to him. If we disagree on something that we want to do, guess what? We're not doing it. It's the relationship I have with Silver Lake. I would never put that, and it's the relationship I have with Dana. Dana's got the say as it relates to the UFC. Vince, as it relates to the WWE, he's going to have that. He's going to have the say. We have nothing to do with the creative process. That's Vince's and that's Dana's situation. All the back stuff, we're going to try and do what we do. I think that's what he wants. But if there's a disagreement, that's called a relationship. We will work it out, and that's how we have it.
Let me make it clear. I thought you worked for me.
On the creative side, Vince, do you plan to be as involved as you have in the past on the creative side?
Yes and no. On a higher level, yes. In the weeds, which I always love to get in the weeds in the past, no, can't do that.
What happens if Vince says, you know what, Mr. McMahon?
What does that fucking mean? What does that mean, dude? Because, like, all that tells me is that if you want to veto something Hunter fucking says he wants to do, you're going to veto it. So, like, what the fuck does that mean, you fucking mongoloid? Hold on, I want to replay that again.
Always love to get in the weeds in the past. No, can't. Yes and no. On a higher level, yes. In the weeds, which I always love to get in the weeds in the past, no, can't do that.
What does that fucking mean, then? Yes and no. On a higher level, yes. But in the weeds, no. What the fuck is the higher level, then? This is such a political fucking response that I just fucking hate. Like, say what you mean and mean what you say. Like, could that just be a general fucking rule if you run a company? Stop this cutesy bullshit.
What happens if Vince says, you know what, Mr. McMahon, the character,
Mr. McMahon's
decides
dead.
he wants to get back into the ring? You let him?
His choice.
Purely his choice.
Purely.
That's not going to happen.
I believe that. That's about the only thing I fucking believed out of that whole bullshit. Yeah. What does that mean? Yes and no. In the bigger picture, yes, but in the weeds, no. What, like that? So maybe? What the fuck do you mean? Fuck. I'm just done, man. I'm just so done. I'm done with this bullshit. I know I lost viewers. I don't care. I'm just done. I was originally like, somber. I was originally accepting of it, and then that OBS thing just pissed me off. What a hell of an intro that was, I guess. I just deleted the last stream, by the way, in case anybody wanted to know. The one that failed and completely got booted off the air. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I'm very lost. I'm very lost in that whole thing. But it's very confusing. To the point where I've just wiped my hands clean of it and just say, I don't care. I don't care anymore. You know, I was more pissed off with the fact that OBS glitched out than I am about Vince McMahon coming back into power. But I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with everybody here. I'm not surprised he's back, and I'm not surprised he, more likely than anybody, overruled Triple H. I'm not surprised. In the fashion he did last night as well. And the booking decision that they all decided to come up with. I'm not surprised. I was expecting something like that to happen. I was fearful. I didn't want to believe it. I thought it was Cody's time. I thought that he was going to be a guy that they could have built for this Endeavor purchase or whatever sale they decided to make. But this fucking Endeavor motherfucker, who clearly knows good business because he kept Dana White in fucking charge of the UFC, that's going swell. From a humanitarian perspective. Which nobody gives a fuck, I'm sure. Except me. That's some bullshit. That's some serious bullshit. Like, I wanted to think that there was a method to the madness last night, and then the Endeavor fucking thing. Ramen No Broth says Vince just means he'll have overall control, but in the day-to-day bookings he's going to take a back seat. That's all. I doubt much will change. Yeah, okay. So you know what that fucking tells me? Last night was Vince's call, and Bruce Pritchard's the one who fucking facilitated it. I'm sorry, not Bruce Pritchard. Michael P.S. Hayes was the one who facilitated it. That's all that fucking tells me. That's all that fucking tells me. And you say it's not Saudi Arabia, but it might as fucking well be. It might as well be. Because I'm not fucking watching it. I'm done. That's basically why I'm doing this. Because I didn't know how else I was going to do this. And my thoughts are all fucking scrambled as it is. Especially after getting booted off live. So bear with me for a second. But I'm done. I have zero desire to watch anything WWE ever again that isn't a retro thing for Owen's channel. I am done. And I might wane myself off of that pretty soon because of this shit. Like, the industry is making more money hand over fist than it ever has. But holy shit, is it not riddled with some bullshit. Like, it is riddled with some horse shit along the way. Politically, and just with a lot of hurt. It's just hurting a lot of people. And I'm just sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. Like, last night showed me when the right decision comes, they will drop the ball. You could be WWE, you could be AEW. It doesn't matter. They're gone. It's done. They don't need our money. They could do whatever they want, and it don't matter to them. It's become so money grubbing. And then you got the one company that isn't money grubbing in AEW. Like, I don't even get me started on that. Like, I have no idea what's going on. But honestly, I don't know if I want to find out, because I have a feeling after this shit, I'm convinced Punk's gone now. Like, and if he were to come back, I don't think I'd care now. And that's not even because of Punk or anybody involved in that company that had anything to do with that brawl out shit. This main event of Mania just really took the wind out of my sails that bad. Like, No, and that's the thing, Zero. Like, I don't even want to support indie wrestling. I know that's fucked to say. I know that's fucked to say. I get it. But here's the reason why I say that. The reason I don't even want to just, or to even support indie wrestling or invest my time into anything that fucking heavily again is because I'm sick of being disappointed. Like, that's the thing. I'm sick of being disappointed. You know, like, I can't invest myself that much and then be disappointed with the outcome. I can't. Vince is the chairman of the board again, which means anything Triple H fucking recommends, it's vetoed and he's gone. He's not gone. He never was. And we know he booked more than likely the Almost Brock match, and he's the reason why Cody's not the champion today. Over a fucking 1,000-day shirt. The only thing that, honest to God, could change my mind on being done, and maybe thinking that there's some hope, is if Cody wins the WWE Championship tonight on Raw. Somehow he makes the challenge, and he's, they book him to win that title and keep the Universal title on Roman until SummerSlam or next Mania or something. That's the only way I stay with any of this shit. And I told that to Chris Dodd. I'm sure he's fucking pissed with me. I'm sure of it. I'm sure I'll hear a mouthful today while I'm in the producer's chair on Wrestling Fortune 44. And he could say what he wants. He has more than a right to. It's his show. It's Owen's show. But I am done, man. Because I guarantee you that after tonight, nothing will change. Roman's still going to have both belts, and Cody's not going to have one of them. And that is a direct result of the Endeavor purchase and Vince being in full power once again. How many times have we fucking said, no matter who's in the creative chair, the buck stops with Vince? We're back to that reality again. Like, he could be cute and give his political fucking thing all he wants, but what he just said says, whatever I say goes. If I veto something and you don't like it, Hunter, too fucking bad, pal. What a waste of fucking year! What a waste of time! Why did I waste my time investing in this shit? I'm never gonna do that again. I'm never gonna fucking invest my all. I'm gonna always be skeptical now. And that sucks. I'm a cynical bastard, I guess, now. But you can't fucking blame me when you had Punk that happened last year and that bullshit that happened with the Elite and him. And now you have this shit going on when we thought we were done with this fucking geezer. Why should I give a fuck about any of this shit anymore? Fuck me, it's not like y'all need me. Really. The only people that really need me is fucking open mic night crew for fucking outside WWE events, pay-per-view events, to be clear, by the way. And fucking, I don't even know, WWE content would, or WWE current would only be talked about on open mic night, I guess. Because I'm sure it would be brought up, but, like, what else do I need to be on there for? What else do I need to talk about if it's not on those channels? Serious. Because that's just a waste of time to me. Like, it sucks, man. It really does. But at the same token, I really should have just gone with my gut that this will not last. And I knew that this wasn't gonna last, man. I'm just over it, man. I really am. I have zero desire to continue watching this product. And it's really soured my taste on anything to do with wrestling. That sucks. But, like, I have zero faith that the Elite will work their shit out. I have zero faith that Triple H will ever be listened to. And I have zero faith that the people that I invest my time into, whether it's indie or otherwise, are going to be utilized properly anywhere in this fucking industry. And that sucks. I hate that reality. I don't like it at all. But you know what? I've said it before, and I know people say it's a goddamn cop-out, but holy shit does it ring true. It is what it is. So if that's what it is, bye, see ya. I'm gone. Like, I will wane myself out if I can, slowly but surely, from podcasting. If I can, just to avoid talking about this ever again. And as far as Mania 35, you will not catch me dead talking about that. I'm sorry, Mania 39, excuse me, last night's Mania. Connect! I was that close to being booted off the fucking air again, and it's still fucking glitching. Anyway, I don't even know where I cut off last. But all I'm going to say is this, because this is probably going to be the shortest podcast in his history. It's 30 minutes already, so this ain't going to be that much longer. I've got nothing else to really say. I guess I'll read the comments. I said my piece before I got cut off anyway, so I'm hoping that at least got through. Wherever I cut off, guys, let me know in the comments. But right now I'm going to read comments, and hopefully I don't get booted anymore. I already explained why I'm not supporting indie wrestling to you, Zero, which sucks, because I don't want to fucking feel that way, but it is what it is again. yeah, I mean, I have a lot of issues right now with that. I mean, by the way, I have a funeral coming up too, so this does not help my mentality, but I knew if I didn't get this out of the way today, now, that was just going to make me feel even worse tomorrow, so that's the main reason I'm doing this show. Yeah, it's over with AEW, says Ramen. He could come back, and I don't think most would care. The shrine is off that company. Yeah. Yeah, the rose is off the bloom there. And that sucks. Because, again, I invested so much of my time into that. More than a lot of people will even understand on the show. Like, more than a lot of people understand. If you know, you know. And, you know, they spat in my fucking face, and they spat in a lot of people's faces. With that fucking debacle, you know? Austin Theory says, Vinnie Mac is back in creative control earlier in the CNBC interview. Oh, Wells. Yeah. Yeah. Ramen no broth. Wow, this is a fucking take. I did not expect this take. Wow. My wife is a new wrestling fan, and she was so angry at last night's main event. It really did a lot to deflate her. Yeah, tell her join the club. I'm right there with her, man. She's not alone. Oh damn, that'd be great. I'm not sure what you were referring to there. Remember WrestleMania 2000 though? Hunter was the main event, but Rocky got the title a month later at Backlash. Do we see a repeat of that? No. And I'll be real with you, Ramen. Even if they fucking do that, nobody gives a shit now. Why would I care? I'm not going to tune in. I know plenty of people that were watching this Mania in hopes that Cody was going to win the championship, which was everybody in my friend group ain't going to fucking tune in. That hadn't watched wrestling in years. So why the fuck should I? I don't care now. Blooms off the rose, just like the blooms off the rose in AEW. Why would I care? Why would I give a shit now? That's not the fault on Cody. That's not the fault on Roman. That's not the fault on anybody there. Because I'm sure they fought like hell. I bet you if I could, I'd bet you my house that they fought like hell to make sure Cody won. At the end of the day, they were overruled by Vince and his stupid businessman that works for Endeavor that wanted him in so bad at the sacrifice of everything else. If we do see that again, it won't be as impactful as WrestleMania. Thank you, Zero. You said it all for me. Hunter had a good run, unfortunately. Ramen said exactly. They should have stuck while Cody was hot. Yeah, how I propose that? How many guys have we said that over the years for? Austin Theory, haha. I don't know what's funny about that. I mean, Austin Theory was probably the one that was over the greatest, one of the better people that was utilized. Matt sucked, but you know. Braun, Gunther, Jey Uso, they got a few, but it won't be as impactful as Joey or Cody. Apparently, they leaked the poster for Hell in a Cell that Jey Uso and Roman with one belt. Okay, so that tells me all I need to know then. Again, if Cody wins tonight, then you can write this podcast up as venting my frustrations. Either way, I could be jumping the gun. I'm well aware I could be jumping the gun here. Raw's like less than 12 hours away here. Right? But I knew if I didn't get this out, this was going to fuck me up at the funeral. So, like, I could give a shit less if people don't like that I'm doing a live stream and venting my frustrations about this. I could care less. Even if it's from my own family members. You know who you are. I don't care. Like, if I didn't get this done, I was going to be miserable tomorrow. So, I don't care, you know? And for those wondering, it's for my grandpa that passed away. It's for the book I've been promoting. He's the author of that book. So, like, it's been a rough couple of weeks during Mania season, to say the least. Thank you, Zero. I appreciate that. I just saw that comment. But, yeah. So, again, if Roman has the Universal title and he's going to be defending it against Jey Uso, then that's fine. That's the route they should go. But it has to be done tonight. Cody has to get the WWE World title off Roman at least tonight. As I said, that would be the only thing that would make me think and consider that there is some hope. There is some fucking hope that Cody gets that title. And even then, some hope in general that Triple H still remains in creative control from a majority standpoint. If that don't happen tonight, they could fucking have it at Backlash. I don't care. I'm not watching. I'm not watching anyway, regardless, because I have to get up in the funeral ass early anyway. But, like, I will be checking. And I know it won't happen. I already see the writing on the wall, but we'll see what happens. I swear if they do it at Backlash, that was ill-fated. If it ends with Jay being in the main event, I'm fine with it. Dude needs to be in the main event. Yeah, but no, I don't know. I'm not convinced that he needed to be in the main event at the expense of Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn in particular. And besides, like, there's a lot they need to do. I mean, here's the thing. Cody needs to get the belt off him because the world title off him, because the Universal title is where he's having the record-breaking reign. So, again, if they did that finish last night, so that way they can have him win tonight, then I will, retract everything I say and I'll stick with it. But it's gonna take it happening. Oh my fucking God. Do not. Stop fucking disconnecting me, OBS. I swear to God. It's gonna take that for me to be okay with any of this. It has to happen tonight. Cody needs to win the world title tonight. Otherwise, I'm convinced that wrestling dies for me. And I won't be coming back. With the exception of the commitments I have. And even then, I'm probably going to take a long break. I'm going to be real with you. But yeah, that's all I got. If you guys want to tune in to WWE Aftershock and get a maybe more positive take on WrestleMania, you guys can go right ahead. That'll be on, I'll actually type the... Actually, why am I doing that? You know what? Here, I'll show you what's upcoming for FTW Productions, because it will just make it easier. I don't want to fucking bust my hump when I don't need to here, so give me a minute. Here's what's upcoming for FTW Productions, including WWE Aftershock tonight and AEW Spark, hopefully tomorrow, if I get back in time from the funeral, which I doubt. At the very least, you'll see it Wednesday afternoon if Noah has to do it solo. But here we go. This is what you can expect to see.
Scan the QR codes to see what's upcoming for FTW Productions and what's available on demand right now. Button Masters Stable Wars entire playlist. AEW Revolution Go Home Week, Dynamite and Rampage watch parties. Mistress Audio dramatic readings featuring voice actors from Weymouth Youth Wrestling. Elimination Chamber retrospective. All WrestleMania themed retros by Wrestling Fortune 44 Incorporated. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Let's Play series. WrestleMania 19 Revenge Mode Let's Play series. All of A Simple Man's Brand's Simply Predicting panels. Both episodes of The Don DeMarco Show. AEW Spark, WWE Aftershock, every show week by week. The entirety of the NASCAR Thunder 2004 Let's Play series. Past and upcoming Jeff Meacham Network watch-along coverage. FTW Productions watch party for WrestleMania Go Home Raw. A Simple Take, WWE Simple Takes featuring Cassidy 18 Studios. Super Mario Bros. Z voice acting. Episode 3 coming soon. Breaking news. ATW View Impromptu. WYW Intro and Immortal Stream. Wrestling with Idiocy Episode 7. Our favorite WrestleMania matches. Plugs have concluded. On to the video.
So that's what you can expect on FTW Productions. I've really got nothing else to say. I appreciate everybody that commented. And I appreciate people that gave their feedback in real time, because I needed some sort of interaction today with that. And yeah, man, I'm done. If Cody does not win the world title tonight, this podcast stands. If by somehow they actually book him to win tonight the world title, this statement will just be me venting my frustrations in that moment. Somehow I doubt that this isn't going to stand. So don't expect me to be watching WrestleMania next year, or any WWE event, period. Especially NXT. Noah will go solo for that, because I ain't ever calling an NXT event again. I'll produce or whatever, but I ain't fucking ever doing that. And that's it, man. I'm done. Like, I don't know. Oh, hi, Jack. You missed a quick one, man. I was just about to go off the air. If you have anything you want to say, go right ahead. But Vince McMahon's back in charge. I saw that. And I'm saying I'm out. Unless Cody wins the title tonight, which I very much doubt he's going to do. And I'm specifically talking about the world title. That was a blunder. I have zero desire to ever tune into that product. And I think I'm just done with WrestleMania. I'm done with wrestling, is what I meant to say. I'm just done with wrestling, I think, after this. I'm just tired of, setting my expectations high, whether I mean to or not, and then being disappointed. There are times where I've set my expectations way low and still have been disappointed. So, that's wrestling, I guess, now. Yeah, I'm just done. I'm done with WWE, done with AEW. I'm sure I'll enjoy certain things. I'll still probably watch AEW if I absolutely need to for AEW Spark, but I'm not gonna nearly invest my time and effort into it like I did back in 2021, 2022. And again, if you know, you know why how much time I put into it, even more than meets the eye. but like I'm not gonna nearly be invested. I'm not invested in anything wrestling anymore. Like, this so took the wind out of my sails, and I don't think those sails are ever coming back. So, that said, there's not much to say. If you want to see me rant on OBS disconnecting me from the first time I attempted to stream, you can watch it back on demand. But otherwise, I'm elongating, and honestly, I have a stream to do on this channel, which you can check out here. Or I'm not even going to be on this show, but I'm going to be in the producer's chair. So here it is. Go check out Wrestling Fortune 44 Incorporated. If you really want a more positive take on last night's events and possibly today's events. I don't know. Maybe. I doubt it though, because I know a few people. I know both host and co-host are not happy that he's back. I'm sure either, but then again, I don't know. I can't speak for them. But if you want a more positive take on last night, you could definitely go there. But until next time, I guess we'll see on the J-Hebert side, if there's even one to be had in like the next year. It might take another year before another podcast drops. I'll just be real. But until next year, I guess, or never, see you on the J-Hebert side.
And yes, for those wondering, I did mute the audio for the credit scene because it was originally going to be somber, but then OBS happened. So there you go. Enjoy silent credits.